Welcome to our destination series.
I'm Christine.
And I'm Ben.
Hey guys, it's Christine. Just interrupting to let you know that this footage was taken in December 2018. We've been working together for the last 6 months in the same space. I discovered Ben is quite an expert of Queensland.
So one day I said, Christine, why don't I take you on a bit of a tour around Brisbane?
And I was like, sign me up.
Let me take you on a little tour around Brisbane, about half a day, and I'm going to show you some really fabulous spots. So we're here at Long Island Cafe Campos. It's a great little coffee shop right here in Gasworks. Gasworks is a fabulous, vibrant precinct. Yeah.
This place used to store gas. And here is a map of our itinerary. So in this episode, Ben is going to guide us along the Brisbane River. We're going to hire some Lime scooters, which are electric scooters that you can hire through an app on your phone. We'll scoot our way down the river and we'll show you some areas which you can stop through to get a taste of history, food, beach, and the arts. By the end of this video, we will have crossed the river and gone from an area called Newstead all the way to South Bank to the Gallery of Modern Arts. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit about Gasworks. Gasworks is a little precinct which is in a residential area right in a suburb very close to the city. It's about 1 or 2 suburbs away from the city, called Tenerife/Newstead.
This is what I'm talking about. Come on, you better go. Do you want to check it out?
Yeah, let's go inside. Welcome to the Standard Market in the Gasworks precinct.
Look at this phenomenal produce.
Ben loves produce, I love produce, so our senses are going crazy. They always go crazy in places like this.
Where's your favourite section?
This way. Beef. Wow. Cape Grim is one of my favourite stuff.
Which one?
Cape Grim, my favourite from Tasmania. I know the owner, Peter Greenham, is legend. But actually, look at the deli over here. Check this out. Look at these veggies. Olives.
Oh my gosh. This is like heaven for me. These are my favourite, the Sicilian ones. Green Sicilian. Not smoked.
Not smoked. Green Sicilian.
Oh my god, these are my favourite.
The selection here is extraordinary. Standard markets. Standard market.
I'm gonna come here when we're done. When we're done filming, I'm coming back here.
Get your mangoes here. Kensington Pride. Oh, yeah.
This place used to store gas. This is just to give you a perspective of how big this place is.
This is an amphitheatre. It was, in 1887, built and established. It's a heritage listed gasometer. It was the second in Brisbane. And in essence, there was a wall on the inside of this and a lid, and it contained gas.
We're looking for some limes.
Oh, there's one.
There's 3 of us.
There's one.
We found one.
Right.
Get it!
Right.
There's one. There's one. It's over there. We're gonna get that. We're gonna search for more. The whole thing about limes is that they're scooters. You use an app to find it, and then you book it using the app. And then when you're done using it, what happens?
I think you just leave it, and then it's connected to your credit card.
Where can you park them?
Anywhere. Literally anywhere.
Anywhere.
Anywhere. Just not in the river.
Spotted. There's a button that says scan to ride, so I'm just going to click on that, and then you just put your mobile. It's unlocking it, and then it tells me how to ride. Kickstart to get up speed. Oh, weird. Well, you can't not because it's not allow us through. Where we're currently standing is in the middle of 2 streets. That's Masters Street and that is Wyandra Street, and there's a cafe in the middle.
This is my favourite beautiful couple that own this cafe. They are getting hitched.
So
how cute is that? So no coffees for a few weeks, but it's love. How great.
Ben, where are we going now?
Alright, so we're going down Commercial Road and we're going to hit the river. And I'm going to show you some great old...
Oh, sorry.
What's that?
Oh, is this where the wool sheds are?
So the wool sheds are down this way off Commercial Road, down on Macquarie Street.
Okay, so we're going to head down that way.
Sure are.
Now see these buses? These are the city gliders and they loop around inner city suburbs very frequently. And the cool thing is that they are logistically linked to these bicycles in the background that you can rent. The first 30 minutes are free. Now you're about to see a boat, and these boats are catamarans, which are also part of the transport system.
Well, it's a catamaran, and they replaced the old ferries, the Brisbane ferries, maybe 15 years ago. And they just run up and down the river. They're for passengers.
Wow.
Fantastic way to get around the city via the river. Gloria, Gloria.
Ben, where are we?
We've cruised along here, along the river, and I guess we're about somewhere around here. Christine, we're here at Newstead, right on the river, where back in the day, up until the 70s, there would have been commercial ships lined along here, being loaded with wool from Western Queensland, stored here in the wool sheds. And then, during World War II, the American Navy docked all their submarines along here.
That's why all the American flags.
Yeah, and this is a tribute. It's the Submarine Heritage Trail.
Oh, wow.
From here, we're going down to the original sugar refinery here in Queensland, which is just the brick building over on the point. So this is the original sugar refinery here in Queensland, in Brisbane, right here on the banks, and it's called the Wharf here.
Welcome to the Brisbane Powerhouse.
The Brisbane Powerhouse. It is a cultural and arts hub here in Brisbane. And it's a former power station built in 1928.
Okay guys, so the Brisbane Powerhouse is huge. We'll be back here for another episode, but for now, Ben, where are we going?
We're going towards the city. We're going to go cruising over the river on the River City Walk, River Walk, and then we're going to find ourselves at destination Howard Smith Wharves.
Which is right under the landmark, the Story Bridge.
A few moments later.
Injury. It stopped and I just went over, but I landed on my feet.
You landed on your feet. We need another lime. Is that what you were going to say?
Another lime.
Is that what you were going to say?
Yeah. So that's the Story Bridge that we're talking about, and we're going over to the Howard Smith Wharves, are just below it, and you can see the Fallon's Brewing Co. Let's go get a beer.
Let's get a beer. Woo. See that boat, guys? That boat is a city cat and it goes around the river. They have a free version and a paid version. And now it's gonna dock. Look.
And here we are just pulling into the Howard Smith Wharves, which at the time of recording this was just very, very newly refurbished. So this was only refurbished around 2018. This area was originally built up in the 1930s and then became abandoned in the 1960s up until recently.
It's amazing. Well, they have a bug roll on the menu, and I'm very partial to a bug roll. Or a prawn sandwich. Decadent.
Decadent! And a beer.
Okay, let me take you for a little walkthrough. Now, like I said, at the time of recording this in December 2018, the Howard Smith Wharves had already been refurbished. However, there have been further developments. Okay, so what you can see here is a place called Fallon's Brewing Co., which basically is a brewing company. They brew their own beer. They also serve food. The great thing about this spot is that you get front row seats to the river. But let's be honest, here at Howard Smith Wharves, every seat is a front row seat to the river. And in addition to that is a great view of the Story Bridge. Story Bridge, as in tell me a story. This is quite a landmark here in Brisbane and is often used as a point of reference by locals. So some people might say, I live on the north side of the bridge, or I live on the south side of the bridge, and people know what that means. Just a little note, did you know that you can actually climb the Story Bridge as an activity when you come in to visit Brisbane? Yes, you can. And if you have a fear of heights, it's a great time to conquer them. Okay, now moving on, we are approaching a place called Mr. Percival's. Mr. Percival's is an overwater bar and I love their decor. I feel like this footage definitely does not do it any justice. Every time I've been here, they've been playing upbeat house music, really good vibes. It does get pretty busy around sunset, and why wouldn't it? It has great views of the pink and orange sunsets that we get here in Brisbane. For someone who doesn't drink cocktails a lot, I really enjoy their Aperol spritzes and their dirty martinis. Just a few meters away is a Greek restaurant called Greca Restaurant. So Greca Restaurant is described to be a contemporary Greek taverna serving food just as it should taste and generous Mediterranean hospitality just as it should be. We've dined there. I quite enjoyed it. I enjoyed the sardines actually, but do check out their menu, which is available on their website. I was pretty happy with the food, and if I remember correctly, their menu is designed for sharing. Now here I continue walking onwards, and this is now heading towards the city, as in the CBD of Brisbane. What you don't see in this footage is the amount of event space, greenery, restaurants that are even behind me that has developed since this footage was taken. Like I said at the beginning of this video, we took the long way to get from where we were to where we wanted to go, and this is the key reason. If you were driving a car, you may get glimpses of this area. You don't actually get to experience the vibe that these places offer, and trust me, when you go from the road down to this area, it's like you've gone to a completely different area of Brisbane.
Whoa, what do we got here?
2 beers and a cider, right on.
Wow.
Happy Tuesday.
2019 and beyond.
2019 and beyond.
We've been to the powerhouse and then we've cruised along the river. We've had a delicious lunch here, poke bowl and some beers, and now we're going to cruise along past Eagle Street, through Botanical Gardens, over. If our favourite coffee shop is on the Goodwill Bridge is open, we're going to have a coffee there, and then we're going to cruise along the South Bank along here, and we're going to end up at the Gallery of Modern Arts.
We're now on the other side of the bridge.
And that's where we've been, and we're going down where those trees are right down the end. That's Botanical Gardens. From there we're going to flick over to South Bank via the Goodwill Bridge.
And my dear mother makes the cake here, and then this is a French pastry chef.
Oh, don't you love that? That's what I love about Queensland and Brisbane.
Homemade.
It's homemade, absolutely, as fresh as you can get.
So we're gonna get some coffees.
Well, check this out for a minute. And that's where we're going. We're going down to Goma, so we're going to go over the bridge, the Goodwill, we're going to cruise along South Bank, past the Brisbane Eye, past that bridge, and right next to that is Goma, the Gallery of Modern Art of Queensland, Queensland Art Gallery. New Queen's Wharves project. It's going to transform this whole area.
What's it gonna be?
There's going to be like 3 or 4 towers of high-end shopping. There's going to be a very concealed casino, 6-star hotel, restaurants, walkover. So that whole freeway that you can see is actually going to be covered up. You're not going to see it. There's going to be on the riparian along the river. There's going to be beaches. Absolutely transformational.
So we've got the soy one here and the fat one there.
Oh, I love the cups.
Enjoy, guys.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Inspires the cups.
They're bio cup, so they make
Bio
gorgeous
cup.
cups like that of sugarcane pulp, so completely responsible and great for the environment.
Oh,
Yeah, they're fantastic cups.
there's sitting areas down there.
Right, let's
So
do it.
let me take this.
And a brownie?
I'll grab this.
Gorgeous.
I can grab that. Coffee with a view.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas! Look at this!
Yeah.
Wow! How cool is that?
Things you see in Brisbane. See you, Saxon.
See you, mate. Thanks for coming.
The Goodwill Bridge is 450 metres long and connects the Brisbane city and 2 suburbs, Kangaroo Point and South Bank. In this episode, we will show you South Bank. Now, South Bank has always been popular with both locals and tourists. What it's most popular for is the man-made beach, which is alongside the river. Now, outside of that man-made pool itself are strips of restaurants which serve all types of cuisines, from Turkish to modern Asian to Mexican, Greek, and many more. South Bank is also the landing spot for the Queensland Cultural Centre and the arts. So if you want to experience performing arts, visit museums, this is where you'll be headed to. Oh, and by the way, there's a Ferris wheel here which gets you a great view of the city. When I first moved to Brisbane, it was one of the first things I did because I wanted to experience the city as a visitor first.
Welcome to the beach of South Bank.
It is a beach right in the city. As you can see, there is the beach, and right over that is the river. Also, it's free to access, so you don't have to go really far to get beach access right here in the city of Brisbane. Ben, where is our next stop?
We're going that way to Goma, Queensland Art Gallery and Gallery of Modern Arts.
I have never been there. Let's go.
You're going to love it.
Okay, we are off to the Queensland Cultural Centre, which is about a 15-minute walk or a 7-minute scooter ride from the beach. I'd never actually been here before, but with Ben being an active member of the art scene, we couldn't help but make this our destination for this video.
A lime rookie. Come on, you can do it.
And this is our finale, Queensland's Gallery of Modern Arts.
Let's go inside.
Welcome inside of this fabulous gallery.
You mentioned something about Jonathan Jones.
I'm
Who's
going to do
that?
this installation. I'm going to take you inside. This installation is by an artist, Jonathan Jones, who's an Indigenous artist from Brisbane. It's made up of some 2,000 pieces of feathers, of stones, of timber work, gathered by Indigenous people around Brisbane and southeast Queensland. It's all about the winds, the spirits, and the new ideas that pass over us if we care to listen. Come inside.
Gallery of Modern Arts is filled with spectacular installations and art pieces like this one, and many spaces which imbibe very unique viewing experiences, so much so that it really is something that you must experience in person, given our vlog skills might need a little up-leveling to even begin to give it any justice.
That's it.
Hope you've enjoyed. We had seriously so much fun.
The best.
A bit of a stack off a lime, but that's okay.
I actually never knew there was this much to do in Brisbane, and I didn't know that we could travel Brisbane just along the river. That was amazing for me.
There's so much going on. It's so exciting here in Queensland and in Brisbane at the moment. There's so many really cool bars and breweries, microbreweries, cafes, restaurants, and of course then the art scene. So much going on.
We hope you enjoyed this series. If you did, give us a thumbs up. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to pop them in the comment section down below.
Share this video with your mates.
And come to Brisbane.
Yeah, come on up. And look, we've got paramedics right here if anything happens, and if you come off your lime and bruise yourself, the paramedics are right here to help you. Come on, jump on in. Paramedic mate. What's your name?
Andy.
This is Andy.
Hi, guys.
He's here to help.
He's here to help you
Andy.
about Ben's fall yesterday.
That's why we're here.
See you in the next episode.